Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice, and welcome to your daily reading. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you see this video, what that day could be about for you, give or take a day or so. Okay. We'll be looking at the good stuff coming in for you, the not so great stuff that you need to be prepared for, and advice at the end. So, without any further ado, what's going on for Pisces placements? At the time they find this video, what's that day about for them? What's the good stuff coming in? What is the good stuff coming in for Pisces today when they find this video? Okay. And remember to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. Special thanks to my members. Welcome to anyone who's new. Welcome back to everybody else. Remember, I am running a special on personal readings. The information is in the description box below. All right, so this is the very beautiful Baroque tarot deck. It's got gilded edges. It's really, really beautiful. All right, so let's see what's going on. Good stuff. Oh, very nice. We have the star at the bottom of the deck for you, Pisces. This is the good stuff. So Aquarius energy could be significant for you. This is wish fulfillment. This is healing. This is something long awaited finally coming in for you. It could be an actual thing, an actual delivery. It could be an approval, someone saying yes to you, or you finally being able to say yes to something or someone with this energy. It could talk about travel or long distance situations at this time. All right, so we have Judgment and the Two of Wands. Yeah, here we go. This is the ruling, the decision. Okay, so for some of you, you've been waiting for a final decision on something, for a ruling, for some sort of judgment, some sort of verdict, some sort of outcome to a situation. It's finally coming in at this time. I feel like for some of you, definitely dealing with long distance situations or people who are at a distance, foreign matters, foreign lands, foreign cultures. For some of you, you're making a final decision on a situation where you've been on the fence about it. It could involve travel. It could involve some sort of shift in your life, some sort of change from what you've been doing or where you've been. Okay. For those of you, the decision that is coming in is allowing you to make the shift. This could be where you live. This could be where you work or where you work from. This could be some sort of, you have a new contract, okay, because there's an outcome to a former one or a closed off one. Now you're free to pursue a new contract. This could even be service providers that you're switching at this time. It can be major life stuff, but it could also be day to day, because that's the time frame that we're looking at. Okay, something that you've been waiting for could be decision, delivery, communication. Is finally coming in, and I feel like it will make you very happy with the Star card. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So two fours talking about stability, putting down foundations, roots, building a foundation. This could be literal. For some of you, you're starting to build a house, or you're starting to build stuff around the house. Maybe you're extending something, expanding the space. Maybe you're investing in furniture or modernizing things at this time. I feel like there's a very strict budget that you will be sticking to or should be sticking to at this time. For some of you, this could be house sale or purchase going through, and you're able to save some money, whether it's because you're getting more money than the asking price somehow, or what you were expecting, or you don't have to pay as much as you thought you would, and that's how you're saving money. For some of you, this could be garage sales or just selling stuff that you have around the house that you haven't used, and just putting that money away into your savings at this time. For some of you, you are securing a role, securing a position, securing your relationship with someone, securing a friendship, securing a contract for you, for your business, for the services you provide, with this energy here as well. Definitely seeing investments in the home. For some of you, could have someone moving in with you, maybe from afar, or there's been distance between the two. However it resonates, you have someone moving in with you. Can be romantic partner. Uh, it can be family member, whoever this is for you. And that's how you'll be able to now start saving money, because you'll be splitting bills with someone. That could be the case here as well. Um, there is some sort of a big decision that you have to make at this time, some sort of proposal coming your way. Now, this could be a proposal of marriage, yes, but it could also be where someone's putting an offer on your house, or putting an offer forward for you in terms of, we think you should do this, or we're inviting you here, or we're inviting you there. It could be involving some sort of big change in your career, or some sort of big status change, relationship change. Okay, I feel like it's happy, it's positive. You're just going to have this very big decision to make. I feel like you're a little bit fearful, a little bit guarded. Um, you are going to be invited somehow to step outside your comfort zone, whether that is actually stepping outside your house today, if that's not something you were planning, or that's not something you're comfortable with. Today, it looks like there's something inviting you to step outside of your comfort zone, outside of your space, um, outside of your daily routine. With this energy, I feel like it will be very beneficial for you, even if it's you conquering a fear or something that makes you uncomfortable and getting a grip over it. Or you're able to have some sort of successful meeting, successful interview, successful negotiation, whether that's financially or it's some sort of emotional success for you. Um, but just be prepared. You will have to at least entertain stepping outside your comfort zone, however that resonates. You could be receiving an invitation to someone's wedding at this time, or it could be sending them out, put the rolls where they go. Um, and receiving news that someone is carrying, so someone is pregnant at this time as well. This could be someone that is far away from you, or you're far away from the family at this time when the news is coming in. Ooh, Knight of Cups and the Fool. I'm telling you, this is Knight of Cups with the Fool, the Four of Wands in Judgment. For some of you, there's definitely talks, if not proposal, there's talks of commitment, talks of marriage, talks of buying a house together, investing in a place together, going into business together, putting your resources together with a partner, whether it's a romantic partner, it could be business partner, it could be any other kind of partnership in your life. Okay, there's a proposition, there's a proposal for you to consider and say yes to. I feel like with the Fool and the Star. The thing that gives you pause and a little bit of apprehension is this is going to be a big change for you. Okay, so career change, changing where you live, changing how you live, changing where you work from, changing how much time you spend traveling in the week, how much time you spend away from the home, away from family in the week, changing your status officially, getting something registered, whether it's a diagnosis or your status change or your address change or bank details change, whatever it is. But it's big changes, or a lot of small changes that would have to happen if you accept this proposal or proposition. If you're the one proposing something or proposing to someone, I feel like you're going to receive a yes. So now is the time. If you've been thinking of putting down an offer on something, if you've been thinking of initiating something, if you've been thinking of reaching out to someone, today's a really good day to do that. Okay, you'll have positive replies, positive responses. It will be well received. It will go in your favor. Okay, with this energy as well. Someone could be asking you out at this time. Someone could be contacting you online. This could be someone you already know and kind of lost touch with. For those of you, this is a new person that you're meeting online at this time. I feel like, there is a connection, sparks are flying, but with online stuff, just be a little bit cautious, okay? Just a little bit cautious until you know more about the person, until you know that, who you think you're talking to, you're actually talking to. Be mindful of catfishing and that sort of thing. But you will have someone contacting you online with some sort of offer or proposition. Now, that can be romantic, but could also be related to your work, to your business, your personal project, however that resonates for you, okay? For some of you, you could be getting a pet at this time, maybe getting a pet together with a partner, and that's the big commitment that you're making with this energy. There's some sort of welcome home party that is happening here, or welcome back to the team, or welcome back into the community. that I'm seeing. Further, this could be an invitation to a birthday party with this energy. You could be receiving a gift or presents at this time, or you're giving them. Put the roles where they go. And the last piece of the puzzle is in place at this time. Okay, and it's just like full speed ahead from this point on with some sort of project in your life or some sort of plan. You were just waiting for the last thing, and that's what's coming in today. The outcome to something, the results to the checks, the results to your exams, the results to the interview, or whatever it is, right? Okay. I'm seeing a date happening, whether it's a first date, not a first date. There's a date night type energy that is happening here. For others of you, you're welcoming someone to your home to spend time together. Have tea, coffee, a catch up. If you're not able to meet them somewhere else, or they're not able to meet you somewhere, this is someone going to someone else's home at this time. There could be a payout coming your way, something that was withheld from you, hidden, but you knew it was there and you tracked it down. Something you appealed in court, something you pursued through the courts, some sort of payment that was owed to you, withheld from you, payment or property, okay? And I do see that coming your way at this time. And it just frees you from the situation. It puts a complete ending to an ongoing stressful situation in your life. Okay. There's some sort of like walking on, through a new doorway, whether, it's literally going to a building you've never been before, or metaphorical with this energy. You could be focused on decorating, going back to just doing stuff around the house. It could just be cleaning or organizing, but you're getting rid of the stuff that you don't want or you need. You could be throwing it out, donating it, or selling it at this time. And that's how you open up the space if you're not physically expanding the space. Okay. I also feel like you're receiving an invitation somewhere and someone has a surprise for you when you get there. I feel like it's pleasant. All right, let's look at the cautions for Pisces at this time. What's going on in terms of cautions for Pisces that they need to be aware of? What's going on for cautions for Pisces today? All right, let's see. I see bugs, moths. I don't know if you're afraid of them and one's going to get in your space, or something unpleasant around bugs. I don't know if you open something up and there's ants all over, or there's flies all over, or moths. If you have to get an exterminator for something. Okay. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. In terms of cautions, this is, again, just be mindful of things you see, read, hear online. Might not be all that it's cracked up to be, might not be accurate. For others of you, be mindful of gossip, or be mindful of someone trying to flirt with you. This could be like an unrequited attention or love situation that you may have to deal with at this time. Let me get some water. Hold on. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. All right. Now, for some of you, you've closed off from someone. This could be romantic. This could be an ex. But it could also be a friend you had a falling out with, or a family member you had a falling out with. You've closed off to someone, and this person is going to make some sort of attempt to communicate with you, attempt to come to see you, to visit. They may send you something, if it's a message or if it's something in the post, hoping that, you would open your heart to them, or open the door to them, or, allow them back around you or back into your life, whoever this person is. This is someone who is acting a bit reckless and a bit impulsive, because you've just completely closed off to them. They have not seen this side of you. Now they're scared. They don't want to lose you. They're trying to hold on to you. I just feel like you're just done with this person, because for you to close off to someone, they must push you really, really far, or really hard, or repeatedly. And I feel like once you're done with someone, you're really done with someone. And that's what this person is now feeling. You're completely detached emotionally, And to be honest with you, you've also withdrawn some sort of, Jesus, you stopped communicating with this person because my voice is going. You've closed off emotionally to them. And you've also taken back some sort of support, whether that is financial, or sorry, or you were always helping them with something, or you had picked up some tasks and responsibilities for them, and now you've stopped doing that, right? So now that's why they're coming in, right? So there's something materialistic, or there's something practical, or something in something they need from you, that makes them rush to win you over, win you back, get back into your good graces. So that's something you need to be mindful of when it comes to this person, okay? It's not necessarily that there's an emotional component to it, right? It's not necessarily that they love you so much, they miss you, that they're really, really sorry for what they said or did, right? The emotion's not quite there, or to the level that it should be, right? If they are sorry, they're not as sorry as they should be, if you know what I mean. That sort of thing. So just be prepared. For some of you, you may get a delivery held up somewhere, stuck somewhere, whether it's customs or at a depot, or the driver forgets it at the depot, or there could be a mix-up with the delivery where they deliver it to the wrong address, or I'm seeing something where they just leave it in front of your house, even though they have instructions of where to put it if you're not home. They just leave it outside, so you're having to rush home to make sure no one takes your parcel. We have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. For some of you, you're having to call someone out at this time. You're having to put up a very strong boundary with someone. I do see for some of you, you're having to call BS on something or someone, okay? There's rumors, there's drama, there's gossip, there's someone's trying to bring to you. Someone could be trying to overwhelm you, to confuse you, giving you multiple conflicting messages. And with the Queen of Swords, this is telling you, Pisces, you ask for the truth and nothing but, and you don't stop until you get it. Because I feel like for some of you, you already know what the truth is, and you're just trying to make this person admit it. And for others of you, if you don't know exactly what the truth is, you can smell BS, and you're like, that didn't sound right to me. You're very logical, you're very rational, you're very analytical, you check facts. Anything that's said, you're just going to go, can you prove that? Show me, right? Or that's the advice. For others of you, I feel like someone's trying to start drama with you at this time. This will be online somehow. If it's email, at work, if it's on your phone, if it's social media. Because they don't really have the courage to face you. They don't really have the courage to sit down and have an adult, open, honest conversation. This is someone who's going to either beat around the bush and get you all annoyed, or just kind of dig at you, or make snide comments, or backhanded compliments, or the very petty, very immature person you'll be dealing with at this time. They may be a fire sign. They don't have to be, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And with the Queen of Swords, this is telling you, Pisces, you do not owe this person a damn thing. You call them out, you get the truth, and don't settle for anything less, okay? And if this is someone trying to lie to you, beat around the bush, play if Pisces doesn't ask, I won't tell games with you, I just see you being very cold, detached, and in fact mode, right? They say something to you, you go, show me. You go, prove it. You go, that's not what I heard. What's your evidence, right? Something like calling this person out, challenging someone that's trying to either cause chaos around you, or in your head, or in your heart, however it is, or they just lie or create drama or bring gossip and rumors to you. Okay, don't entertain that. Don't entertain that. This could be the same person. Okay, maybe that's what they've done in the past. They're still going to try to do it again. This is you're dealing with someone who does not take accountability. It's always someone else's fault. They always have an excuse for bad behavior. They call it a reason for bad behavior. There's no such thing, right? They go, oh yeah, I was completely rude to you, Pisces, but such and such really upset me that day. So, they explain away their behavior as if that's an apology. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you're really dead set on this person to actually say the words. If you want to apologize to me, I'm going to need you to say, I'm sorry, or I apologize for. Don't ask me if I'm okay. Don't ask me, don't play nice. Don't try to be sweet. I'm like, no, I need to hear the I'm sorry. And if you say any other word, I'm not listening to you. That's what I'm seeing today, Pisces. The Emperor and the Page of Swords. This could be generational clashes. This could be a clash with someone who's kind of drunk on power, or they think they have more power over you than they do. This could be a manager that treats you like nothing just because, they're a higher grade at work. And you're calling this person out, and you're putting them on the spot, and you're calling out bad behavior. Okay, just because you're a manager, that doesn't entitle you to speak to me that way or to treat me that way. Okay, I feel like you're really standing up for yourself at this time. And it took a lot to get you here, but this person just pushed you so far. And this could be multiple people. This could be different situations, but kind of the same energy, okay? For some of you, you could be hearing some sort of, it could be bad news. It could be either something you didn't really want to hear, or something that doesn't make you that happy to hear, or something you just don't have the time for at this time, right? It's like Pisces, there's been an emergency, you have to drop what you're doing and come over here. And you're like, well, I didn't really have the time for this today, but okay. That kind of energy, okay? There is someone kind of looking into you, whether it's checking your social media. So if you're applying for anything or interviewing for anything, this company that you're trying to get into or work for is the kind of company that will check your social media. Any sort of post, any sort of profile you have, even if it's dating profiles. I don't know what kind of job you're going for, but it could be something to do with police, to do with military, to do with working with vulnerable people. They do go deep, so just be prepared. I feel like they may have told you that already. Like, our checks are very, very thorough. They may not have spelled it out like we'll be looking at your dating profile, but they said our checks are going to be very, very thorough. For others of you, they didn't tell you this, and you'll be very surprised to hear from someone saying, oh, such and such from this company called me asking for a character reference for you. And you're like, how did they even get your name? Like, what? How does that happen, right? Something along those lines. For some of you, you could be, there's news of someone getting drafted, and it's not what you were hoping to happen, or it'll be a complete surprise, a complete shock. For others of you, this is someone getting posted somewhere else, so they have to leave now, they have to travel, or they have to be away from home for a time. For others of you, this is someone being called in if they're on call, and they don't usually get called in. This will be someone who gets a call to go in because they are on call. And for others of you, this is someone covering. You could be covering for someone, and they tell you, today's dead. There's nothing that happens at this time, right? If it's the Friday, if it's the Saturday, if it's something, they tell you nothing happens today. I just need someone to pick up the phone if anyone calls, or I just need someone to reply to an email if it comes in. But I don't expect anything to happen. I don't expect anything to go on, anyone to contact, and so on and so forth. And it turns out that there is some sort of emergency or some sort of situation where you do have to step in, you do have to step up, you do have to actually cover for that person, okay? So just be prepared for that. There could be some sort of clash or disagreement with a father figure, grandfather, uncle, or manager. Could be that. Someone higher grade than you. There could be a little bit of a clash. There could be someone could be just very blunt with you. It doesn't have to be that they're rude to you, but they could just be very blunt to you. With this energy, there could be misunderstanding, especially in communication via text or online where you don't hear or see the person. There could be misunderstanding, miscommunication, so be aware of that. This over here could be some sort of misunderstanding with the 501s. You misread something, or something is misspelled, or they didn't phrase it very clearly. It does get you up in arms because it's something that you perceive as bad news or rude behavior. And this is just telling you, just take a deep breath and clarify. If the communication that is confusing to you is online, then pick up the phone to talk to this person, or go talk to them directly in person, and that will clear things up, okay? However, whichever area of life that happens in. All right. Let's get you some advice for Pisces. What is the advice for Pisces today? What will serve them best to know at this time? And Pisces, this could be a standalone message. It could be linked to messages in the reading. It could be a standalone message. We've never picked up on this situation before. It could be quite specific to you, quite literal for you. So just keep in mind and take the messages as they resonate. Advice for Pisces placements at this time. What's going to serve them best to know at this time for Pisces placements? Sorry. Just woke Charlie up. Sorry, Charlie. Only Mama. It's only Mama. All right. Only Mama. Okay, this is the culprit. So we have Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week, especially if you're stressed out or overwhelmed. And the polar bear. Stand up for yourself. Look at that. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Okay. So you could be thinking about something you really want to say. So that could be, there's something out of balance in your life. Do whatever it takes to correct it, whatever you need to do to correct it. And I feel like it's a conversation or speaking something or addressing something that's been heavily on your mind. You could be fine-tuning it in terms of, this is what I want to say, this is how I want to say it, to make sure there's no miscommunication, to make sure it sounds diplomatic and yet gets my point across, to address something that has created an imbalance in your life, stressed you out, gives you anxiety. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Jesus. Oh my God, I can't say the word. Equivocation. Without doubt, without hesitation, basically. Without question. So yeah, this is just telling you to the point. The Emperor with the Page of Swords is to the point communication, and that is how you speak to the Emperor. Factual and to the point. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't excuse bad behavior, okay? And don't be afraid to express exactly what you need to express. All right? So Pisces, I hope this helps you at this time. Let me know. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.